Good day everyone and welcome to Price Action Trading School. Today's session is harmonic patterns, and some of these harmonic patterns we will also use in our live trading sessions on Wednesday, and those are also part of price action and can be very effective. Harmonic patterns are some, as I always say, it's a special dimension in trading, and it's for example, traders who solely trade harmonic patterns, they view all of those patterns differently than price action traders, but some of harmonic patterns has their strong roots in ABCDs or FIFO patterns, and that is why I like to use them. I personally am not a harmonic pattern trader, but I know about harmonic patterns. I read both books by Scott Carney, who named most of those patterns and who actually popularized harmonic patterns. And but me being a price action trader, use some of the concepts from those long established roots, such as ABCDs, FIFOs, and eventually butterfly pattern. So before we delve deeper into harmonic patterns, have in mind that this is price action training school. I will be mentioning harmonic patterns, but from our trading perspective, I will tell you what I actually am paying a special attention to, because as I'm telling you, I am a price action trader with my own Camarilla MACD method POC zones that I definitely should trademark, and but some of those concepts are actually, well, some of concepts for price action are also establishing those long-term patterns such as ABCDs and others. So before I begin, as always, under this disclaimer, explain that CFD and Forex trading are leveraged products and can result in losses that exceed your deposits. So this presentation is for informational and educational purposes only, and this video is not part of the .uk website, but the globally used .com website. My name is Nenad, okay, and well, today's agenda: ABCD, FIFO, BAT, Shark, Gartley, and 3 drives. Okay, so that is what we will be covering, and some of those patterns we will be also trading on our live Wednesday sessions, and from time to time I take some trades also based on some of these patterns. Navin is saying made 200 pips and counting of the GBP dollar analysis. Very nice, Nenad. Okay, I'm very glad, and really well, that was definitely, I think in my opinion, it was the best trade, the trade of the week. And yes, I mean, that, you see guys, that is how POC zones are actually spotted. That is price action, pure price action, and I hope that you liked the GBP dollar setup. Also today you can read my new blog, okay, on Admiral Markets website. This is the blog I will show you quickly. It's T89 and proprietary candlestick patterns. So these are candlestick patterns that are exclusive. Some of these are mine principles. Other principles I have further developed. Okay, so I think that you might be interested to read this blog. It has great information and also good information for new traders, so you can actually see what are those patterns that you will not have a lot of material to read about, but they are definitely great, and I am very proud to use them in my price action analysis. Okay, so ABCD, FIFO, BAT, Shark, Gartley, and 3 drives. Okay, first of all, let me tell you that, all of these patterns were definitely popularized and named by Scott M. Carney. Okay, we definitely, for all of you uh, who don't know about Scott M. Carney, you have, you have to actually read his two books on harmonic patterns, and that was him who actually popularized harmonic patterns. Some of those patterns are not discovered by Scott Carney, but as I'm telling you, those were popularized and named. And of course, Mr. Carney has the rights to call harmonic trading by his name. Actually, Harmonic Trader website is registered by Scott Carney, and he deserves the right to actually hold the name and the respected brands for harmonic trading. Uh, so, as I'm telling you, I read both of his books. Honestly, it's good. It can be complicated for traders who are new in the market, but me being a price action trader, I've noticed that some of those concepts can be used in price action, and I've been using those without knowing about books, because I read it. I read those books not long ago, and honestly, I didn't know, but I actually been using some of those concepts in my price action analysis and trading, but I didn't know that it was discovered back then. I mean, all of what I've been doing with forex market is actually based on my own experience, my own trading, my own ups and downs. Okay, so everything was tested on my accounts. So you know, sometimes you trade without knowing that actually it already existed in different form. Okay, for example, the thing that Mr. Carney is always speaking about in his books is so-called PRZ zone, potential reversal zone. I call POC zone. So the structure is different for my Camarilla MACD and for his harmonic trading, but it's basically the same concept. When price enters the zone, he usually wants to see a whole retest of the zone, then break out of the zone, or eventually a whole retest. I actually, when the price gets into POC zone, we enter the trade immediately. So you see, it's different concept, okay, different concept, but it uses some similar logic to all those trading things. Uh, also, Fibonacci retracements and ratios are the core of harmonic patterns and harmonic trading. Actually, for some, let's say 10, 15, 20 years ago, it was harder to spot those retracements, those patterns on the chart, but thanks to a lot of forex trading enthusiasts, especially on Forex Factory, Trading Arsenal, and other websites, you can find some very useful indicators to actually plot these retracements for you. You can also find free indicators such as ZUP, one of most famous indicators for harmonic trading, and also others such as Nene harmonic trading indicator, Nene ZUP, and so on. The thing is, guys, that harmonic trader indicators are based on either continuation or reversal signals. But the main thing is that, guys, harmonic trader indicators, I mean, I'm talking now about ZUP and most of those indicators that you can buy and use for free. Most of those indicators are not complete trading methods, okay? I personally, Leon is saying Scott Carney has a free website that shows potential patterns, Formation Seeker. Thanks, Leon. Yes, I've heard about the website. But the thing is, in my price action, you will be seeing ABCDs, FIFOs, and eventually some perfect patterns from butterfly, bat, or crab, but only and only if it has confluence, guys. Because I know a lot of people from also from Forex Factory who were trading harmonic patterns blindly, okay? There were a lot of threads on Forex Factory that traders were actually using indicators, and every single time they spot a pattern, then they want to trade it, okay? You know that we never take any blind setups, never blind trades. For me, POC zone is the must. I'm the creator of POC zones, okay? And I cannot use anything that has been created by other people. I don't want that. But I can use the confluence. I can use that. So if I, let's say, spot a harmonic pattern that has a confluence within the POC zone, okay, or a confluence within the ATR stops, then I might say, okay, this could be a valid formation and we could use it. Also, guys, it's staying with wolf waves. Confirmation of wolf waves is also observed with my ATR indicator. So I really, I never take any trades blindly. I don't want to do that because the chance is that a lot of patterns, guys, that are not confirmed can be a bit wrong. Today, for example, we have a confirmed breakout in GBP, in dollar yen. The entry was 113.45. Okay, it's a wolf wave. It's not a part of harmonic. Okay, but also it's part of price action school and price action teaching. And I am in this trade. I don't know. Now it's end of day, but I hope that it will eventually. It was in profit, and it actually it went to break even, then in a small drawdown, but then again in profit. So you can see here. Okay, you can see here. This was the analysis today, but this is also. It looks like a harmonic, but it's a different beast. Okay. So for all of you who want to delve deeper into harmonic, okay, you can read his 2 books and see if that is what you want. Well, ABCD basically is the core of any harmonic pattern. The ABCD is one of my favorite chart patterns, and that is basically the simplest harmonic pattern. Almost every single of those harmonic patterns like bats, butterflies, and so on have A, B, C, D in itself. But I personally like the core version of ABCD. That means that if you remember my analysis also a couple of days ago where I told you to buy euro at 1.0560, well, that was also ABCD, and that is why I really like the pattern, because it's simple, guys. It's very simple, guys. You just need to know. I was already talking about this ABCD, but you just need to know the ratios and determine if the indicator that is showing you ABCDs, the indicators will show you, but you need to determine as a trader if the pattern is valid or not. I already told you that I want 61.8 or at least AB or at least AB equal to CD to be the valid pattern. Okay, so you definitely need to watch the ratio. Minimal ratio is 61.8. here is 1.272, but also if AB equals to CD, then we can determine that it is a valid pattern. This was my analysis. Okay, you see it was 0.863. It was good. From B to D it was 1.345. It was not AB equals to CD, but these ratios were definitely respected. And if you went long here at this spot, well, you could have made like 100 and more pips. So this is, guys, ABCD. The ratios are here. So we want to see either whatever is higher than 61.8 here and 1.272 here, or AB equals to CD. So those are main two reasons and main two ratios that I want to see before I take this pattern as a valid one. And of course, guys, it needs to show you within the POC zone. It needs to be shown within the POC zone. It's not just we see the pattern and trade it. Every time, guys, remember, whatever I do with my Camarilla MACD and price action trading school, whatever we do, guys, we want to see it within the POC zone. So we want to see that in the POC zone. Okay, we cannot trade blindly. Just because we see the pattern, let's take it. We need to see other confluence, because when we add confluence, then we definitely have more chance to win, okay, than to actually lose. The ratios you can determine by Fibonacci retracements, okay, by placing Fibonacci from point A to point B. But I really advise you to use the indicator, Navin. The main thing is the indicator should show you the ratios, okay? And with this information that I've been providing you with, you need to determine whether this ABCD is valid or not. For example, if I see that A to C is 30.2, let's say 30 or 31.2, and that BD is 1.110, I don't take the pattern as valid. So the indicator just helps you and showing you the ratios, and you need to determine as a trader whether to take the entry, whether the pattern is valid or not. As I've been telling you, in how I teach people to do, you need to have these patterns within the context of POC zone. Guys, we already covered harmonic pattern webinars on Admiral Market YouTube. Chris and I, we did it like maybe 2 or 3 years ago. But the thing is, this harmonic pattern webinar is not the same, because this is what we use in price action trading and within the concept of price action trading school. Okay? So some traders might trade simply ABCD pattern. They see the pattern and they trade the pattern. But that is not how we do it. We need other confluence in order to do it. Okay, this is classic ABCD. Okay, it can be extended, but the main thing I want to see higher. It does not need to be up to 78.6. It can be higher. Okay, as I shown you in my example of euro dollar buy trade, but also here, okay, you can see these ratios and even higher. Also, if AB equals to CD, we can determine the pattern to be valid. Extension ABCDs, I don't particularly use a lot in price action school and within the concept of the analysis. Gartley pattern, well, Gartley pattern is one of most traded patterns. Okay, it is both retracement and continuation pattern. It might occur when a trend reverses. Okay, it also uses Fibonacci levels. and it looks like M and W. Bearish Gartley should be, the distance between X and D on bearish Gartley ideally should be 0.786. The distance between A to C is 382 or 886. Between B and D, 1.272 or 1618. But the main thing, guys, both bullish and bearish Gartleys have M and W. This is M, guys. If you see the leg A, B, B, C, C to D, when this starts to go down, this is actually an M pattern, guys. So how traders usually trade it is they start to trade it from point D. But for traders who cannot determine whether this is a Gartley or not, this to them it would look like M. So we take trades at the break of M point here. This is M pattern. So the break of this point, usually after 2 or 3 pips, will give you a valid breakout trade. So that is why you need to watch always for those M and W's. Similar to bullish Gartley, guys. This is very similar. You see, the distance between X and D is 786, but instead of at the top of the pattern, it appears at the bottom of the pattern. Okay? The main thing is ABCD, it's emerging W pattern. So this is emerging W pattern. For people who trade solely harmonic patterns, they might opt to take trade within the concept of zone here. For people who cannot see or identify Gartley pattern, usually trades are made after the break of this point, because then it will be W. You can use ZUP indicator, guys. It's free to use. It's very popular among traders to see those patterns. But I personally want to see perfect patterns. It means with the ratios that are originally presented in teaching of harmonic patterns. Gartley or Scott Carney, or I mean, definitely you need to use perfect patterns, because indicators will show you a lot of patterns that are not perfect. But if you use the indicator to tell you only perfect patterns, or if the indicator cannot tell you perfect, you need to watch these ratios that I'm showing you. These are perfect ratios, and then determine if the indicator is showing you a perfect ratio and perfect pattern. And only then I advise you to take trades. You will have, for example, if you want to trade just harmonic patterns, because the thing is, you will have less signals to trade, but those signals that are given will be more valid. Still, guys, how I do it and how we will do it on live trading sessions, only perfect patterns within the concept of POC zone. If I spot a perfect pattern in the POC zone, that is the most important for me, only then I might assume that the zone is good and we might take the trade. That is just another part of the confluence, guys. So for me, always, it will be always like that. POC zone is the most important. Everything that can happen in the POC zone actually comes from the context of confluence. Okay? The more the confluence, the better. Next one is FIFO. We already spoke about FIFO, and I like this pattern because it can show us also counter trend trade opportunities. And the FIFO is a 6-point retracement harmonic pattern, and it cues for big market movement. Well, it's not always big, But what happens usually after 5-0 pattern is some sort of retracement. So that is important for you to know, guys. Retracement. Because sometimes you will see 5-0 pattern, and after that you will see a retracement. You don't know how big the retracement will be. But in case of that, we use so-called profit stops. I like to see this pattern if it happens close to my POC zone. It's another cue that the POC zone is good. But even if you still don't follow, but I really think that all of you who are here, and for all people who will watch this on YouTube, you should definitely follow me and follow my analysis on admiral markets, because guys, POC zones will give you more than 80% of winning trades. And also, guys, some of these patterns are very, very effective if they show at support or resistance. The 5-0 pattern was one of the later patterns to be discovered, but it's still grouped in the category of retracement harmonic patterns. These are the ratios that should be applied in order to have a perfect 5-0 pattern. Okay, in between 1.13 and 1.618, distance between X and B, A to C should be the distance between 1.618 and 2.24, and B to D should have 0.50. For me, this does not need to be very, very perfect, but it needs to be close to 0.50. All of these patterns, guys, and many of the patterns that we still haven't showed here actually are, you can see it in people, in human beings, in the universe, in plants. All of these patterns will show even at the atomic levels or sub-levels of a human anatomy or the space anatomy. This is the actual view of human DNA. And you can also spot some of these patterns there. You can see spirals. You can see triangles. Okay, you can see angled shapes. The main thing here is you can always determine some form of patterns within the concept of these molecules. Some people went that far to even show the harmonic science between Vedic cosmology, guys. So you should definitely try to, if you're really interested in the core of harmonic patterns, you should follow and read the books, and you can read a lot about it also on the internet. Okay, we cannot do much more in one single class, but for you, the thing that I've been showing you will be enough, because guys, you will not be trading, and you're not trading with me harmonic patterns. Every analysis that I give you and every session recap and Wednesday live trading will be based on POC zones. This is just another cue. Okay, so have in mind that I'm presenting you now harmonic patterns from price action perspective that I propagate and teach. Also, guys, different setups on the nature and in the nature: crab setup, butterfly, bat, Gartley, ABCDs, tree drives. You can find these patterns in the nature. There is the indicator that it's called ZUP. It's free, guys. I think that you will be able to find those patterns, that pattern indicator easily. It's called ZUP, ZAP indicator, and well, if you don't have ZAP, guys, I have it, so I can share with you. So just send me an email and I will send you the indicator. I have two versions, so you might use it. It's free. The bat is, guys, retracement pattern. Okay, the the big thing is that this is a deep retest of support. And I personally would love to see bet within the concept of counter trend opportunity. Because guys, this is retracement pattern, okay, and you see when price has already gone strongly to the upside, this can be a reversal. Scott Carney always use his PRZ zones in order to effectively trade these patterns. I like to see this within the concept of POC zone again, and see if we can actually use that for potential trade. Because since this is a retracement pattern, this can be used for counter trend trades, okay? For counter trend trades. Okay, additional material on harmonic patterns, guys, you can find here, analytics, traders blog, and this is my blog that I did on harmonic trading. So guys, you can use this information. This is, and this can be very useful to you. Okay, so the bet is deep retracement pattern, okay, and this is my favorite number, my favorite Fibonacci ratio, 886. You know that I've been really using it extensively. One of the things is that 0.886 is 89 EMA, right? And that is why you can find 89 EMA on my and always in my analysis. And is asking me, do you ever sleep? Well, the thing is, that was my New Year's resolution, that I will have more sleep. In the average, I sleep maybe 6 hours to 7 hours mostly per day, but I definitely will sleep a little bit more. But really, guys, you know, when you are very passionate about your job, your business, and like to see these things, just before I go to sleep, I need to take a look at the market. I cannot go to sleep without taking a look what is happening in the market. Okay, that is the drug to me. The forex trading is, you know, I like to do that. I'm not talking from the perspective of addictive, okay, but it's what I really love to do. I like to see those things. I like to compare the things with my both technical and fundamental analysis. So really, guys, yeah, I mean, I sleep, but well, I need to prepare the analysis for you, right? So I need to get up a little bit earlier to scan through all potential trades and to give you the best possible trade that I think you can have for the day. That is my job. That is what I want to do and to show you. Also, guys, let's get back to the main subject. The bet is also okay, guys, easy to see. This is W, this is M, right? But the main thing are these ratios. Okay, this is how bearish bet should look like. This is how bullish bet should look like. Some indicators will tell you this is deeper bet, deep retracement bet. Just watch these ratios. If the ratio between X and B is 0.382 to 0.5 and every other ratio is respected, it's good. It does not need to be perfect, 88.6. But if it is, the better, guys. Okay? So it does not need to be perfect. So see here, from this point to this point, we have 88.6. Okay? So this is, guys, bullish bet. Okay? Here. And here. You see? It's 785. But, guys, it was close. It was a bit close. So it was not a perfect bet. But if you see the ratios here, well, A to C has the perfect ratio. The only thing is this number, but it's close, guys. It's 786. Guys, 786, 886 are deep retracements. And that is why after this pattern, you see, it went in a big, good profit, guys. I mean, it's not huge profit, but it was still good for 15-minute time frame. Then it went in a drawdown, and then again it spiked. So definitely from this spot, the pattern was valid. Okay, from this spot, the pattern was confirmed. As I'm telling you, this is a PRZ zone, and Scott Carney implies that it's best that this zone is tested completely and then it breaks to the upside. I want to see confluence here, so I don't care if this is tested or not. If I see my POC zone here, I might say this is another confluence for a potential trade, because guys, you will be mostly trading counter trend trades. You see, the price was down, so this was a retracement. So from counter trend perspective, this was a good one. The shark is also emerging 5-0 or 5-0 pattern. Okay, it's very similar to 5-0 or 5-0, but the thing is, I prefer 5-0 really, because it's pretty much easy to spot. It also is the core and the foundation of the shark pattern. So the main thing here is that point D, okay, point D stands at the confluence of A, B, C, D. 5-0 guys, 5-0 should have A, B, C, D in itself. Okay, actually the shark pattern, sorry. The shark pattern should have A, B, C, D in itself. Okay, so this is A, B, C, D here. Okay, this is the top of that PRZ zone. And here guys, okay, this is the shark, okay, and you see it went down. Watch for these retracements. Also very important to see if the retracement is within the context of these numbers, or at least very close to them. It should not have a big deviation, because then the pattern will usually not be valid. The butterfly is good pattern. Okay, some people implied that the butterfly success ratio is 85% or 87. I personally, as I'm telling you, I'm not a harmonic pattern trader, but I can say that within the context of price action, if you see a perfect butterfly, it can be very good cue to pinpoint that the zone is valid. The key point for a perfect butterfly, or key points, are B point must be 786 Fibonacci extension of XA leg. Well guys, sometimes you don't need to have XA leg that perfect, or XD leg. Sometimes you will see these ratios very close, but this is what is most important for me. The butterfly must contain an ABCD. Okay, it must contain an ABCD. If it does not contain ABCD, it's not a valid butterfly pattern. So you really need to see, you really need to watch if those ratios are respected. Here you can see that this is a bullish butterfly. Okay, so the ratios are shown here. This is very close to being perfect, especially for this number, because here you see it's a perfect number. In between 382 and 886, it's 781. So this is very important for me to see. And also guys, we have this level. You see ABCD, AB equals to CD. It has been hit, and as soon as it was hit, the price spiked to the upside. So that is why I'm telling you that the butterfly must contain an ABCD, and ABCD is the bread and butter for me for all these price patterns. It's very important, and it should be shown in most of those patterns. And if you see ABCD within the context of these other patterns, that is the chance that you will get a good entry is big, high. It's very high chance. Scott Carney says that the most critical number is the 1.27 XA lag. Okay, for him, this is the most important pattern. The most important part. For me, as I say, I can use this information because it's a Gartley inside it. It's ABCD. This is what I want to see, ABCD, and this ratio should be perfect. Still, guys, this is bullish, this is bearish. And three drive pattern, it's similar to ABCD, but it has three legs or so-called drives, and it has also two corrections or retracement. Point A should be the 61.8 retracement of drive 1. Okay. Point B should be the 0.618 retracement of drive 2. Drive 2 should be 1.272 extension of correction A. Okay. And drive 3. So effectively on chart, this pattern will look like this. Guys, what is this? You've been really a long time with me, so you might already know how we call it. I mean, many people will say that 3 drive is 3 drive, right? But how do we call it, guys? I call it zigzag. The main thing when I teach people about trend is, guys, simply you have a trend line. This is trust, this is pullback. Trust, pullback. Same for downtrend. Trust, pullback. Trust, pullback. Trust, pullback. So this concept is used mostly for retracements and for counter trend trade opportunities. Okay? It's used for counter trend trading opportunities. And it's very important, guys, that when trading counter trend, if you see this within the concept of counter trend, definitely you might use it. The question Kertu is asking, is 3 drive part of the Elliott wave? It's the legacy, okay? I can say that it's the grandfather of Elliott wave pattern. So it's basically, it became before the Elliott wave was implemented. So guys, zigzag, bullish and bearish zigzag. And if you see this within the concept of, let's say, POC zone, at support, you might opt for a counter trend trade opportunity. But have in mind, guys, that these are retracements. So you need to take those trades always within the context of retracement. So the number of pips is not that high as it can be with trend trades. This is, guys, the example of, well, the counter trend trading opportunity. Australian dollar 1 hour chart. Okay, you see these are actually very similar. Also very close. And see here, guys, even if you don't see this, this was the top and this could be the start of retracement. So if we open the counter trend opportunity here, we would have made possibly 30-40 pips. So you see, this was retracement. So from the point of trading here, guys, definitely this is what you want to treat 3 drives. You want to treat it as potential retracement trade, not within the context of a trend. Okay? People usually want to see perfect numbers for 3 drives. You don't need to have a perfect number. The thing is that you should have very similar ratios. Between point O and A should be the same as from point A to point B. You see? It's not this 618 or 27.2, or let's say this for bullish, this is 27.2. It's different, but it's same. Also here, it's very close. So we can say that this was indeed a great potential counter trend opportunity. Because even guys, if you don't see the pattern here, you might say this is a triple top here, almost like looks like a triple top. So probably a good retracement might be underway. This is everything what I wanted to show you guys today. If you want to have a deeper look, you can read my blog, and also guys, you can send me a request for ZUP or ZAP indicator. I will send it to you by email. It's free, so you might know a little bit more about harmonic patterns. I also advise you to read Scott Carney's book, Volume 1 and Volume 2, Harmonic Trader, if you want to get much deeper insight. And these concepts here, guys, will be used, I mean, some of these concepts. Let's say if we spot a pattern within the context of POC zone, we might say, okay, besides 78 retracement or shooting start, we also see a bearish butterfly. So we might take a trade. But as I say, only within the context of POC. Primary focus on price action trading school is POC zones. This is just an addition to that. This is not the main concept, okay? And if you want to trade with me, okay, you should not be focused only on harmonic patterns, because I don't trade harmonics. I trade, again, POC zones, the analysis that I personally teach and do. And if we see this, well, it's just another cue that the price will go in our way. If we don't see this, it doesn't matter, guys. Okay? It's just another part of the confluence. Price action is the king, and we are always focused on price action. This is the link for the blog, and you can read it here. Okay? Ilya is saying sorry for being late. No problem, Ilya. This webinar is being recorded, okay, and it will be uploaded tomorrow. Ilya is asking, is harmonic pattern suitable for scalping? I don't know. I don't scalp with harmonic. Yes, my advice, Ilya, is to remain on price action trading school, and we can use this only, as I told you before. I was explaining before you joined. We will use this just as a concept. So if we see some of those patterns in the POC zone, well, we might say, okay, the zone is stronger. If we don't see this, it doesn't matter. Okay, so just treat it as one part of the confluence. If you want to get the ZAP indicator, just send me an email, okay, and there you will I will send you the indicator itself. Navin is asking, POC zones are next week. Yes, next week I will I will show you how I look for POC zones. It's a bit subjective, so there is no indicator, and there cannot be any indicator for POC zone. Every analysis that I give to you, every session recap, setup and trade that I give to you is solely manual work. It's manual work. There is no indicator for POC zones. Okay. Also, guys, live trading, you can sign up on Admiral Markets website. Will start on 22nd of February. Okay. 2:45 my time, 1:45 GMT current time. Thank you guys for listening. Okay. This webinar will be uploaded tomorrow. If you need indicator, just send me an email. Okay. And as always, trade safe, guys. Cheers.